You thought you knew Hollywood? Think again! Behind the glitz, the red carpets, and the perfectly filtered Instagram selfies, there's a secret world nobody talks about, a world where millions of dollars, hidden agendas, and the careers of some of the biggest stars on the planet are controlled in ways that would make your jaw drop. What if I told you that Teyana Taylor's private life isn't just private? It's allegedly part of a multi-million-dollar scandal involving some of the most untouchable names in entertainment? That's right, Drake, Chris Brown, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kanye West, and even Iman Shumpert are rumored to be tangled in a web of secrecy, power, and money that Hollywood's PR machines have spent decades covering up. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Who's paying whom? And most importantly, what truths are being silenced behind closed doors while the rest of us cheer on their glamorous lifestyles? Pierre claims she has seen it all: the secret meetings, the money exchanges, the manipulation, and the cover-ups. Emotional wreckage? Collateral damage? Human consequences? Irrelevant. This isn't just gossip. This isn't just drama. This is Hollywood as you've never seen it before, and by the end of this video, you might never look at your favorite stars the same way again. Are you ready to dive in? Because the secrets about to be revealed are explosive, shocking, and absolutely unbelievable. And you won't hear this on any other channel. You might think Hollywood is all glamour, flashing cameras, and champagne toasts. But the truth, according to Pierre, is a labyrinth of secrets, money, and control that would make anyone's head spin. She claims that what happened behind the closed doors of Teyana Taylor's world is more than just private drama. It's a multi-million-dollar operation where reputations, careers, and even the emotional lives of the people involved are traded like commodities. And when we start talking about names like Drake, Chris Brown, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kanye West, and Iman Shumpert, you can imagine the stakes are astronomical. These are not your average Instagram influencers. These are global superstars whose every move is scrutinized. Yet Pierre alleges there is an invisible shield protecting them from any fallout. According to her, this system works like clockwork. Lawyers, PR teams, and corporate brands allegedly collaborate to control every narrative, ensuring that no scandal ever goes public. But the most shocking part, Pierre insists, is that it's not just about appearances. She claims there are secret meetings involving millions of dollars, allegedly exchanged for private encounters linked to Teyana Taylor. These are not just whispers in a hotel hallway. She says there are contracts, hush money agreements, and complex financial arrangements designed to keep powerful men untouchable while those affected are silenced. And she's pointing the finger not just at one or two names, but at an entire web of influence connecting some of the world's most famous celebrities. Drake, for example, who has always maintained a polished image of the smooth, untouchable superstar, is allegedly a central figure in this network. Pierre claims that he is involved in the behind-the-scenes orchestration of these meetings, using his influence to protect certain individuals while ensuring the money flows where it's supposed to. Chris Brown, whose history of public controversies is well documented, reportedly plays a similar role, serving as both an enforcer of loyalty and a participant in these carefully managed situations. Then there's Leonardo DiCaprio, the Oscar-winning star who seems untouchable in public, but is allegedly a participant in the secret world of influence, money, and curated privacy that Pierre describes. Kanye West, never shy of the spotlight, is allegedly part of this network, with claims suggesting his involvement is both financial and logistical, coordinating protection for certain figures while staying 2 steps ahead of any potential exposure. And Iman Shumpert, linked closely to Teyana Taylor in both personal and professional spaces, reportedly serves as a bridge between these celebrity circles, connecting the private world of Hollywood deals to the broader network Pierre claims exists. Pierre's narrative paints a picture that is simultaneously dazzling and terrifying. A world where human emotion is secondary to reputation, money, and control. Where those who experience distress are labeled unstable, quietly pushed aside, and erased from the story. She says that people caught in these webs are systematically removed from public view, their voices silenced not with violence, but with legal contracts, NDA letters, and calculated PR campaigns. According to her, the industry itself is complicit. Media outlets, journalists, and influencers allegedly work together to rewrite narratives, suppress uncomfortable questions, and ensure that only the stories beneficial to the celebrities and their brands reach the public, and it gets even more elaborate. Pierre claims that the alleged secret meetings aren't just casual gatherings, they're highly organized events where millions of dollars are exchanged in return for certain private interactions. These aren't parties or casual dinners. She describes them as carefully managed financial and social transactions designed to maintain control over both people and information. While the public sees Teyana Taylor performing on stage or posting glamorous Instagram content, the reality, according to Pierre, is a calculated, high-stakes game of power, money, and silence happening behind closed doors. She also emphasizes that this is not about romantic gossip, it's about the manipulation of truth and the exploitation of people caught in this system. Individuals who feel emotionally or psychologically affected by these arrangements are, according to her, dismissed as unstable, their experiences discredited, and their ability to speak openly suppressed. Imagine being part of a circle where your pain is irrelevant, your rights are secondary, and your story could be erased with a single legal contract or strategic media release. That, Pierre argues, is the dark underbelly of Hollywood, glamorized to the public, but ruthlessly controlled in private. Social media, of course, reacts immediately when even whispers of such scandals emerge. Pierre claims that fans and insiders alike have tried to uncover these secret dealings, but the system allegedly works faster than public curiosity. She insists that there is a coordinated effort to redirect attention, flood the narrative with alternative stories, and ensure that any inconvenient truth never reaches the mainstream. In this sense, the celebrities involved remain untouchable, their brands pristine, while the people caught in these networks bear the emotional, social, and financial consequences. Leaked screenshots, anonymous sources, and hidden messages, Pierre says, suggest that these arrangements are meticulously documented and enforced. Every dollar exchanged, every meeting scheduled, and every agreement signed allegedly follows a playbook designed to protect the powerful, while ensuring compliance from those who could disrupt the system. And the beauty of it, if you can call it that, is the illusion of innocence. The public sees a world of fame, luxury, and excitement, while the truth remains hidden in plain sight. Pierre's accounts are not just stories, they are framed as investigative revelations, piecing together evidence from multiple insider perspectives, unnamed witnesses, and what she claims are direct interactions with those involved. According to her, the level of secrecy is so intense that even seasoned Hollywood journalists would struggle to confirm the details. NDA letters, media blackouts, and strategic disinformation campaigns allegedly ensure that only approved narratives survive, leaving the public with a polished, sanitized version of reality. The stakes, according to Pierre, are enormous. We're not talking about small-scale disagreements or isolated incidents. She describes a systemic culture of control, money, and influence with a network of actors, facilitators, and enforcers ensuring that Hollywood's elite remain untouchable. Emotional trauma, moral outrage, and ethical concerns are treated as collateral damage in a game where brand protection and power maintenance are paramount, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Pierre claims there are multiple layers of secrecy, where the financial, legal, and social aspects of these arrangements intersect. Every party, every meeting, and every monetary transfer allegedly has a purpose: to maintain control, silence dissent, and perpetuate the system. The public may see the parties, the music videos, the award shows, and the social media posts, but, according to her, those are mere distractions. The real business happens behind the velvet curtains. The reaction online is already explosive. Fans are dissecting her claims, trying to connect dots, and questioning the authenticity of everything they've seen from Teyana Taylor, Kanye West, and the other stars implicated. Social media threads are buzzing with speculation about the alleged million-dollar exchanges, secret agreements, and Hollywood's invisible network. And while no official statements have been made by any of the celebrities involved, the mere suggestion of such a network has sent ripples across entertainment journalism. It's the kind of story that feels too wild to be real, but Pierre insists that the evidence, though hidden, is compelling. She describes direct observations, insider accounts, and patterns of behavior that all point to a coordinated system designed to protect the rich and powerful and silence those who might disrupt it. The alleged consequences for stepping out of line? Being blacklisted, discredited, or erased entirely from public life. In Hollywood, she argues that's a price few are willing or able to pay, and let's not forget the financial angle. Pierre claims that millions of dollars are allegedly exchanged during these interactions. A currency of control that keeps people compliant and ensures that power remains concentrated in the hands of a few. Legal teams allegedly structure the contracts, PR teams shape the narrative, and media outlets enforce the cover-up all in a perfectly choreographed operation that the public will never fully witness. The result is an untouchable elite protected by money, secrecy, and a web of influence that stretches from red carpets to private mansions. The entire system, Pierre claims, runs like a well-oiled machine, with every part working to maintain the illusion of glamour and normalcy while hiding the messy, morally complex reality beneath. She warns that what we see on screens, in tabloids, and on social media is carefully curated and often entirely disconnected from the truth of the private dealings of Hollywood's elite. And as more people pay attention, more questions rise. Who is actually involved? Who benefits? And how far does this system really reach? And just when you think it couldn't get any more tangled, Pierre suggests that this is not an isolated scandal, it's part of a larger culture that has persisted for years, where power, secrecy, and money are the only rules that matter, and human consequences are secondary, ignored, or erased entirely. And now, as the dust of Hollywood's polished veneer begins to settle, the real storm emerges. Pierre's revelations don't just point to secret meetings or hush money, they suggest a systematic orchestration of wealth, influence, and manipulation that stretches across some of the world's most celebrated celebrities. Anonymous sources, who claim to have seen it all from inside exclusive circles, describe lavish villas, private jets, and hidden accounts where millions of dollars allegedly move as easily as the champagne at award shows. According to Pierre, these are not casual transactions, they are tools of power, strategically designed to ensure that no one steps out of line or speaks too loudly. Leaked screenshots, supposedly from encrypted group chats and private banking apps, indicate that payments in the millions were routinely executed in exchange for secrecy, loyalty, and participation in orchestrated events involving Teyana Taylor. It's like a casino, says one unnamed insider. Everyone knows the house always wins. If you play, you pay, but if you refuse, you disappear, and disappear they do. According to Pierre, individuals who challenge the system, speak out, or try to expose these arrangements are swiftly labeled unstable, silenced, and quietly removed from public life. Their social media accounts deleted or drowned in PR counter-narratives. And let's talk about the alleged participants. Drake, whose reputation as a charming, untouchable superstar precedes him, is depicted as a key architect of these clandestine operations. Pierre claims he oversees logistics, ensuring that the meetings run smoothly, payments clear correctly, and no accidental leaks occur. Chris Brown, infamous for his fiery public history, allegedly plays a dual role, not just a participant, but a guardian of compliance, making sure anyone who wavers understands the consequences of disobedience. Leonardo DiCaprio, usually seen as untouchable and philanthropic, is portrayed in this narrative as a silent collaborator, using influence behind the scenes to protect certain individuals while the money flows freely. Kanye West, of course, is painted as both financier and strategist, coordinating cover-ups while controlling the narrative. and Iman Shumpert allegedly functions as the crucial link between Taylor and the broader celebrity ecosystem, ensuring that the network of secrecy remains intact, according to Pierre. These events are more than just social gatherings. They are high-stakes productions, complete with legal oversight, financial engineers, and peer consultants stationed like air traffic controllers to ensure every move is precisely calculated. She claims that these meetings often take place in private estates, five-star hotels, and chartered yachts, with security teams ensuring that no unwanted eyes can witness what is happening. Cameras, hidden, witnesses, carefully selected. Everything, Pierre alleges, is designed to protect the participants and punish the whistleblowers. The public reaction, predictably, has been a mixture of outrage, disbelief, and fascination. Social media exploded when hints of these revelations began circulating, with thousands of fans dissecting Pierre's claims, connecting dots, and creating sprawling conspiracy theories. "If this is true, everything we know about Hollywood is a lie," tweeted one user. "These are the puppet masters, not the performers," wrote another. Even entertainment reporters, usually eager to confirm rumors, are reportedly struggling to piece together the narrative, thanks to a sophisticated web of NDA letters, legal threats, and carefully curated media releases. Pierre also claims that there is a psychological toll on those caught up in this system. Individuals who have tried to speak out report isolation, anxiety, and reputational damage, with careers derailed almost overnight. The message from the Hollywood machinery is clear. Compliance is rewarded, dissent is destroyed. And the way she tells it, the process is chillingly efficient, almost surgical in its precision. Those who cross the line are not violently punished. They are systematically erased, their stories replaced with approved narratives that ensure the public never questions the illusion of glamour. Financially, Pierre's allegations are staggering. The scale of the alleged exchanges, the supposed secret contracts, and the consulting fees funneled through shell corporations suggest a multi-million-dollar ecosystem built to protect power and silence truth. One anonymous source reportedly said, "It's not just about money, it's about control. You don't just pay people off, you own the story, the emotions, the gossip, everything. That's the real currency," and according to Pierre, this system is so deeply entrenched that even those who try to expose it often find themselves facing legal walls. Media spin and social exile. Pierre claims that some of these transactions were specifically tied to Teyana Taylor, who allegedly became a focal point for these secret arrangements. The meetings, the payments, and the orchestrated silence were not simply about her, it was about the network of connections surrounding her, the elite who would benefit from controlling the narrative, and the machinery ensuring that nothing ever became public. Fans might see an artist performing on stage, posting vibrant content online, or appearing in magazines, but behind that image, Pierre alleges, is a meticulously managed web of transactions, agreements, and enforced silence publicly. The reactions have been wild. Reddit threads are dissecting proofs, Twitter debates rage over whether any of this could be true, and YouTube channels are scrambling to produce explainer videos about the alleged network. "If this leaks, it could destroy careers," one supposed insider said. "We're talking about the biggest names in the industry, and yet, nobody can touch them because the entire system is rigged to protect them." Pierre emphasizes that this isn't speculative gossip. It's a pattern she claims to have observed repeatedly, a network where money and influence dictate the rules, and truth is often irrelevant. Meanwhile, the alleged scale of secrecy is mind-boggling. Pierre claims there are layers upon layers of enforcement, from PR teams controlling headlines to legal departments crafting NDA letters that are impossible to break without dire consequences. Anonymous sources reportedly confirm that individuals who tried to leak information were quickly neutralized not through force, but through contracts, media misdirection, and public spin attacks designed to question their credibility. The message, she says, is unmistakable: speak out, and your voice disappears. And what about the celebrities themselves? Pierre portrays a complex picture. Some are willing participants, motivated by money, loyalty, or fear. while others are complicit through inaction, enjoying the protection the network offers. Drake allegedly uses his influence to coordinate meetings and manage disputes. Chris Brown reportedly enforces loyalty in subtle but effective ways. Leonardo DiCaprio, Pierre says, benefits from the protection and remains quietly involved. Kanye West is described as the financial and logistical mastermind. And Iman Shumpert allegedly ensures the connections stay intact. Bridging gaps between private arrangements and public appearances, Pierre's claims suggest that this network isn't just reactive, it's proactive. It anticipates leaks, manages risks, and ensures that all parties remain aligned with the rules, whether they like it or not. The system, she says, is designed to be self-perpetuating, ensuring that secrecy, influence, and wealth remain concentrated while public scrutiny is deflected, distorted, or erased entirely. The emotional consequences are just as severe as the financial ones. Pierre claims that the people affected, those who might have been emotionally manipulated, misled, or exploited, are systematically silenced. Friends, associates, and even family members reportedly play a role. Intentionally or not, in ensuring compliance with the network's rules. According to her, Hollywood's elite have effectively weaponized secrecy, turning it into a tool of control that leaves little room for dissent, empathy, or accountability. And now, as more of Pierre's narrative spreads online, the public is demanding answers. Fans, journalists, and even entertainment commentators are starting to piece together what she describes, trying to connect the dots between secret meetings, alleged million-dollar transactions, and the broader network of protection. The reaction is visceral. Disbelief, outrage, and fascination collide, creating an unstoppable wave of curiosity and speculation. Pierre emphasizes that this scandal is bigger than any single celebrity. It's a cultural system, a machinery of wealth and secrecy designed to protect a select few while silencing those who might expose the truth. And while some dismiss her claims as sensational or unbelievable, the patterns she outlines, secret payments, enforced silence, and coordinated media manipulation are, she insists, consistent and unmistakable. The ripple effects, Pierre warns, could be massive. Careers could be ruined, brands damaged, and the public perception of Hollywood shattered if even a fraction of these allegations were fully exposed. And while the stars involved remain untouchable, the moral and emotional consequences are very real for those caught in the crossfire. This isn't just gossip. This is a strategically controlled, multi-million-dollar machine of secrecy, manipulation, and influence. And now, as the layers of Hollywood's glossy facade begin to peel away, the consequences of Aaron Pierre's revelations start to become almost too enormous to fathom. According to her, this isn't just a scandal, it's a full-blown systemic crisis. A hidden network of influence, money, and manipulation that has quietly dictated the fates of some of the world's most famous celebrities. The fallout, she claims, is already in motion, though the public is only beginning to feel the tremors. Pierre warns that the ripple effects could hit every corner of the entertainment industry. Imagine major brands reassessing sponsorships, award shows quietly recalibrating invitations, and top-tier media outlets scrambling to contain the narrative. Anonymous insiders, who have allegedly spoken with Pierre, claim that executives are panicking behind closed doors, reviewing contracts, and recalculating the financial exposure of secret deals that might now become public. It's chaos if this goes fully viral, one source reportedly said. Every contract, every hush agreement, every silent transaction could be questioned. And the stars? They aren't used to being questioned, they're used to being untouchable legal experts, who Pierre claims have been contacted privately, reportedly describe a scenario that Hollywood has long feared: multi-million-dollar investigations, subpoenas, and potential government oversight. While nothing official has been confirmed, the speculation alone has created a wildfire of tension. Could there be lawsuits? Could there be subpoenas targeting the supposed shell corporations, private estates, or accounts allegedly used in these secret transactions? Pierre suggests that the potential consequences are enormous, not just financially, but socially and politically. If even a fraction of the claims are verified, Hollywood's image of invincibility could collapse almost overnight. Public backlash, according to Pierre, has already started simmering. Social media threads dissect every Instagram post, red carpet photo, and news headline trying to connect the alleged dots. Memes, viral videos, and reaction compilations have exploded across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Fans are not just curious, they're angry. If this is true, how have we been celebrating lies for years? Wrote one fan, echoing the sentiment of thousands who feel duped by the glossy, curated world of celebrity. And in this storm of public opinion, the alleged figures at the center of Pierre's claims: Drake, Chris Brown, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kanye West, and Iman Shumpert face a sudden and unprecedented scrutiny, even if only from an online audience for now. Pierre also hints at possible internal resignations and quiet exits from organizations linked to the scandal. Staffers, PR consultants, and even some lawyers reportedly feel trapped between loyalty and conscience. Some are already leaving. One anonymous insider claims they can't be part of this machine anymore, and yet they're terrified of speaking out. The stakes are insane. According to Pierre, this silent exodus is already reshaping the way deals are made, meetings are scheduled, and public images are maintained. Hollywood's backstage ecosystem, which she describes as meticulously controlled, is allegedly beginning to feel the cracks. Meanwhile, Pierre suggests that government interest could become a reality. While no official investigations have been announced, she claims that agencies are reportedly monitoring financial flows and shell corporations connected to some of these alleged secret arrangements. If this ever gets a legal light, it could spiral fast, she allegedly said. We're talking about potential money laundering, abuse of NDA letters, and hidden contracts that might break civil or even criminal codes. It's a ticking time bomb. The public, Pierre warns, may soon realize that celebrity scandals aren't just juicy gossip. They can involve real legal and financial consequences with implications far beyond Instagram posts and tabloids. And the emotional fallout is just as severe as the financial and legal one. Pierre claims that individuals affected by the network of secrecy are experiencing public shaming, private humiliation, and deep personal trauma. Being erased from the narrative, silenced by contracts, and manipulated by PR campaigns, she says, has left some feeling isolated and powerless, unable to reclaim their stories or seek justice. This is not simply a question of celebrity image, it's a question of personal agency and human consequence. Hollywood's glittering surface, Pierre argues, hides a world where power is prioritized over people and money over morality. The alleged figures, she says, are not mere bystanders, they are actors, orchestrators, and beneficiaries of this system. Drake reportedly coordinates behind-the-scenes logistics, ensuring compliance and secrecy. Chris Brown allegedly acts as an enforcer of loyalty, subtly reminding participants of the consequences of non-compliance. Leonardo DiCaprio, Pierre claims, benefits from the arrangements while remaining almost invisible in the operational hierarchy. Kanye West is described as both financier and strategist, directing the flow of money and narrative control. Iman Shumpert, meanwhile, allegedly ensures the connections stay intact, linking social, professional, and private spheres into a cohesive network of secrecy and influence. Pierre even hints at potential financial crises if these arrangements were exposed. The alleged magnitude of secret payments, hush agreements, and orchestrated events could dwarf what the public imagines. Brands might withdraw endorsements, music labels could reevaluate contracts, and luxury real estate used as meeting sites could face scrutiny. According to Pierre, the web of financial interdependence in Hollywood is so tight that a single revelation could trigger a cascade of repercussions, affecting everything from earnings reports to celebrity reputation management systems. And yet, amid all this chaos, Pierre emphasizes that the system remains astonishingly resilient. Hollywood, she argues, is built to protect the untouchable, a fortress of influence where money, lawyers, and PR teams collaborate to maintain the illusion of perfection. But the cracks are showing. Social media outrage, anonymous leaks, and the growing curiosity of fans and journalists threaten to destabilize a structure that has operated in secrecy for decades. The broader cultural implications, according to Pierre, are profound. Fans are beginning to question authenticity, loyalty, and the true cost of fame. How much of what we see on stage, on screens, and in glossy magazines is real? How much is carefully curated to hide the messy, manipulative, and often exploitative arrangements behind closed doors? Pierre warns that if this narrative continues to unfold, the public perception of Hollywood may never fully recover, and the very idea of celebrity invincibility could be permanently undermined, and just when you think the tension couldn't get any higher. Pierre hints at internal leaks from some of the stars themselves, suggesting that there are individuals quietly reconsidering their participation in the network. She claims that some celebrities have begun questioning the morality of the arrangements, their loyalty to the system, and the impact of their actions on others. Could this lead to confessions, whistleblowing, or a dramatic unraveling? According to her, it's a possibility that everyone in Hollywood is acutely aware of and quietly terrified of the combination of financial, emotional, and reputational stakes creates a pressure cooker environment. Pierre emphasizes that while the public is just beginning to understand the scale of what she claims, insiders already feel the weight of potential exposure. Careers could end, brands could fall, and a carefully constructed illusion of untouchability could crumble. "This isn't Hollywood as you know it," she reportedly said. "This is Hollywood as it has always been, just now more people are starting to notice the machinery behind the curtain, and the drama doesn't stop at money or reputation." Pierre claims that legal strategies, PR manipulations, and orchestrated social media campaigns have all been used to control narratives and ensure silence. Contracts, confidentiality clauses, and strategic damage control events allegedly maintain the facade, while insiders and the emotionally affected are systematically marginalized. The result, she claims, is a world where truth is optional, compliance is mandatory, and silence is golden. Fans, commentators, and online investigators are now piecing together the alleged puzzle. Twitter threads, Reddit boards, and YouTube discussions attempt to track alleged payments, hidden meetings, and celebrity interactions. Pierre notes that the reaction is a mix of disbelief, fascination, and moral outrage. People are connecting dots that the mainstream media has conveniently ignored for decades. And the curiosity surrounding Teyana Taylor, Drake, Chris Brown, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kanye West, and Iman Shumpert has reached unprecedented levels, according to Pierre. The culmination of all these elements, the secrecy, the money, the emotional toll, and the public fascination is a perfect storm of scandal, one that could redefine how the public perceives Hollywood forever. If her claims are even partially true, the implications are staggering: a multi-million-dollar network of influence, secrecy, and control, protecting the elite, silencing dissent, and ensuring that the glittering surface of fame remains untarnished. And while the stars involved remain untouchable in the public eye, Pierre emphasizes that the human consequences are very real. Careers, emotions, and reputations hang in the balance. Brands and financial networks are implicated, and the public, hungry for the truth, is just beginning to realize the scale of what may have been hidden for decades. Hollywood, she insists, has always been a stage, but now the curtain is starting to lift, and the shadows behind the lights are terrifying, shocking, and absolutely explosive. Millions of dollars, emotional manipulation, secret meetings, and a network designed to protect power at all costs. This is the reality, she alleges, and the consequences, if revealed, could be catastrophic. So, what do you think? Is Hollywood really this carefully orchestrated machine of secrecy, money, and power? Are the stars we worship untouchable, or are they quietly pulling the strings behind closed doors while human lives are collateral damage? Aaron Pierre's revelations suggest a world where truth is optional, loyalty is bought, and silence is worth millions. And it makes you wonder, how many scandals have we simply never been allowed to see? Could Drake, Chris Brown, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kanye West, and Iman Shumpert be part of a hidden network designed to protect themselves while silencing anyone who dares to speak out? How many more secret deals, private meetings, and multi-million-dollar arrangements are happening right now, just out of sight? And if this is true, what does it say about the industry we idolize, the celebrities we follow, and the stories we consume without questioning? We want to hear from you. Comment below, do you believe these claims? Or is this Hollywood just good at keeping its secrets? Smash that like button if you're shocked. Share this video if you're ready for more hidden truths. And don't forget to subscribe for the most explosive, breaking celebrity investigations you won't see anywhere else. Hollywood might be untouchable, but we're about to change the story.